Hello and welcome back to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnar. I'm an Iceland, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast vlog chatty thingy where I talk about yarn, about knitting, about crocheting, and anything fiber related. Talk about the projects that I'm working on, what I've finished, and what I'm planning to do or dreaming about doing. And yeah, it's called the Project Pal because I have projects and they are in piles. Almost nailed it. So yeah, doing pretty good this week. Listen, the most exciting thing I want to talk about actually happened yesterday. Mr. Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, literally made Icelandic history books yesterday. He was the first foreign leader of a country who addressed Helsinki. And I'm so I thought listen, I thought someone else had done it already because there have been a lot of national leaders who have been like, who have talked to the president, who have talked to politicians and all that, but none of them have actually addressed Helsinki. Zelensky is the first one. So yeah, listen, I'm pretty much just starstruck right now. I'm like, that man is so cool, and then he literally writes himself into Icelandic history. It's like, he's so cool. No, not as happy news. I I picked up extra work. Actually tomorrow, so I only have Saturday off to do the things that I want to do. But I did volunteer to work tomorrow on Sunday because that needs a little bit covering. The kids who should be working actually have a trip to Norway to go to, and since one of them is one of those who he is always ready to work with other ones, so it's really fair to go and work for him because he is always ready to work for others and help others out. So I'm more than happy to cover for him. Not so much the other one, which is maybe a little bit mean to say, but yeah, that's the thing. But on to happier things. The spring blanket is 100% finished. All the ends have been woven by my wonderful mother, who is so kind to me to do the thing that I really don't like doing. I am so in love with these colors. And oh, I forgot I was gonna take out the chest with the yarn, and now I can't be bothered. Yeah, anyway, I might show you the chest of the box next weekend. So write that one down so I remember to do that in a timely fashion. But the second blanket that I am crocheting with the spin me around, it's turning out so nice. Look at the colors. So the spring one is made with ice yarns baby batik, and this more rainbowy spring sky in the art, I don't know what to call it, is made with ice yarns magic light. So, and you know, I am so pleased with that. Like, this pattern is so simple. I've already picked it up. I'm not using a single stitch mark, which I'm rather proud of myself. And I've only made one mistake, and I noticed it last night. I've forgotten one place. Like, I'm on my third skein. Look how little is left of the third skein. I'm on my third skein, and I'm first now making a single mistake. I forgot to do the increase in one of the spiral arms. That's it. I just had to pull back a single round, and then, I mean, pretty much just fixed it this morning while I was waiting to be awake enough to talk. But yeah, I am mad proud with myself. A single mistake in this blanket, I'm pleased with myself. Also, it's really simple to work on. As soon as you got the pattern and the rhythm down, it's like, oh, I love it. I love simple, simple patterns. Because as soon as you got the rhythm down, you can just do things. You can talk at the same time as you're doing them, and I love that. Not that I talk a lot while I'm working on my projects. Unfortunately, like the knit nights have still not been reinstated. Unfortunately, but it's just a fact of life. Speaking of, okay, I'm gonna get to an easy spot here. So once I finished this blanket, because I mean, there are more blankets like that I want to make, because there are 2 pregnancies that I am honestly really excited about, because one is a girl that I grew up with and the other is a girl who I was grow up. So first pregnancies for both, and I really want to give them both like something, this type of blanket that they can use, with the babies, for themselves. And this one is mine, but I'm like wondering with either this one or one of the other colors that I do have, because I have so much yarn I can pick and choose from my stash. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I want to pick something that is more in line with either of these 2 young ladies. And I mean, I do have quite some time, and these blankets are really quick to make. But yeah, I want you. I'm so excited. But yeah, so that is literally the only project I have that kind of have deadlines. Nothing else. Like, I love this hobby. I never ever give myself a deadline, because this is something that I do to keep myself calm and help myself just like rebalance kind of thing. Like, just keep a little momentum going. Speaking of, now I do want, because I went digging through the pattern stashes that we have here, looking for a Gang Studio pattern for a pillow cover. It's really pretty. So my so if you watched my last haul from Hobby, there was an absolutely gorgeous set of cotton yarn, baby cotton yarn. It's so soft and the colors are so gorgeous. Thing is though, they've been kind of claimed or stolen by a certain someone who weaves in the ends for me, and she wants to try and see if she can make this kind of like cover thing. I know the words in English, but I cannot remember them. It's not pillow. It's like right here. Anyway, so I do have the pattern in Icelandic, because there is the best newspaper in Iceland that comes out once a month, called Bændablaðið, or the farmer's paper, and that is the best, the absolute best of the publications in Iceland, because it is exactly what it is. They have knitting or crochet patterns, they have recipes, they have everything to do with farm related. They have everything, so many things talking about nature in Iceland, and all of the things that generally don't get picked up by the big agents. It's just the best. And it's just honest, and it's just genuine, and it simply is what it is, and it's the best. I do like them because they have been in cooperation with a yarn store was in Grindavik. Yeah, and that yarn store is in. They are a seller of Drops yarn from Garn Studio, so they translate the patterns from Garn Studio over to Icelandic. And I mean, we can always get these patterns also in online, but they generally print a pattern in the farmer's paper, and this one is called Powerful Glacial. I have no idea what it's called in English. Probably something like peacock shell or something. And it is originally made with Drops Delight, which I do have, and I do adore that yarn. But I'm thinking if I can't substitute it with like other types of yarn. If I remember correctly, the Drops Delight come in 50-gram skeins, and this pattern calls for 350 grams, so that's 7 skeins of Drops Delight. And you know, I do have like the silly socks from Hobby, which I might be able to substitute. These are, you know, 2 different colorways, so the shawl might look really nice in this, like this one. I do also have Kunstgarn, Hjertegarn. I do believe this is Norwegian. I think I got this last year, and I just love the colors of this. It's just, I love them. And I really want a shawl, but I'm wondering if I can substitute this yarn into this, or if I need to find another pattern to use this for, because I only do have these 2 skeins, and that's 420, that's 840 meters that I do have here. So I don't know. I did also pick out, I don't think I can use it in this peacock, but I did also from Hobby when I was using my points up. Unfortunately, I only managed to get these 2 skeins of this colorway. It's the Chemical Soul Wool Baby Silk Lace, and it's so soft. I really need to find something like a shawl or a scarf type of pattern, because this deserves to be something that you can just wrap around yourself. But yeah, as I said, I only have these two little skeins, and the one thing I have to say about this is label on both of them got covered by the barcode, when there's a perfect, like, the designer literally left space for you to put the barcode. Why did you put it over the information? Why? So that, I mean, it's annoying, but I should be able to Google and hopefully get information in a language that I can speak or read at least. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot of other things that I want to work on, like like this happens every time I just take a short look at my yarn stash. I'm like, oh yeah, that yarn, I want to make this with that and this with that, but you know, I only have 2 hands and limited time, and like, it is still so nice to have my stash both of yarn, enough patterns, and a plan. Not that I will always follow the plan, but at least I do have a plan. Like, I didn't expect to be working on these blankets, but you know, at least I'm using the yarn that I have. And I do think I have had this yarn for like 3 years, so yeah, I'm really happy to have found a pattern that I'm happy to work with, is easy for me to work with, is a delight to work with, And seeing how the yarn turns out in this pattern, like I think this pattern is absolutely perfect for this type of variegated yarn. It's like, it turns out so pretty. So yeah, I think I'll just continue with these blankets at least a little bit. And then I started thinking about the summer, because if it's gonna be really, really warm this summer, it's gonna be really unpleasant to be working on something heavy. Like I think last year and the year before that, I think I actually had to take a break from knitting crocheting because it just got too warm. And hopefully we're gonna get a warm summer this year. It's like, ah, yes, please, thank you. I think we're gonna get summer this summer. So that's another thing to look forward to. But yeah, I think that's just enough from me this weekend. Things to do, things to get done, books to read, crochet to be done. Like the plan, like I'm gonna be working like it's only 6 hours. But the plan is, like, I know I should be able to finish this last and third skein and get started on the 4th. And then just, yeah, think about either starting another blanket and then in a color that I might consider suitable for a baby gift, or maybe finish some of the other things that I haven't been working on, or starting on some of the other things that I've been planning to do. Who knows? I might just flip a coin. But yeah, that's enough for me this weekend. And yeah, still trying out the microphone. Moved it back a little bit more, so it'll be interesting to find out how that sounds. Experiments. But yeah, that is enough for me this weekend. I need to quit before I start rambling again. So well, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you again next weekend. And until then, take care. Bless, bless.